Dear friends, I welcome you all to my channel EVSedu. Today I am going to discuss about sustainability and sustainable development. Dear friends, I have previously discussed about the man and environmental relationships, where we have discussed different things, why man and environment remain in the interaction, and what are the possible impacts on the both man and environment. While discussing those things, we come across that man always try to modify his environment as per their own will. He always remain in this race that how he convert one ecosystem to another is for his benefit. Dear friends, this sustainability and sustainable development is very important topic, and it seeks us how to judiciously use our resources and take benefit of goods and services from different ecosystems. So dear friends, let us start this topic with sustainability. Okay, so first of all, we will know about what is sustainability. Sustainability is the capacity to endure. The word sustainability is derived from the Latin word sustenere, where tenere means to hold and sus means to up. Different dictionaries provide more than 10 meanings for the word sustain, but the main one is being to maintain, support or endure. This sustainability word has different meanings for different subjects, and as far as environmental science is concerned, here we are concerned with the sustainability of nature or sustainability of natural resources, ecosystem, their goods and services. Furthermore, it has been pointed out by Michael Radcliffe that the sustainability discussion has gradually over the years moved almost impermissibly away from the human needs to human rights. Therefore, sustainability refers to a process which can be continued indefinitely without depleting the natural resources based on which it depends. Dear friends, it is a practical goal towards our interactions with the natural world, which should be very directed. The guiding principles of sustainability cut across ecological, economical, social, and cultural dimensions. The definition of sustainability may be taken further, and it is widely accepted that to achieve sustainability, we must balance economic, environment, and social factors in equal harmony. And this may be illustrated by this Venn diagram as shown here. The major factors like social, economic, and environment. Here, where they all meet, it gives us a sustainable meaning. Or if we talk about the economic and social, it gives us sustainability. Social and environment, it gives us variable. Environment and economic, it gives us viable. Sustainability has three pillars, which are environmental sustainability, social sustainability, and economic sustainability. Let us discuss them one by one. First of all, let me discuss about what is environmental sustainability. Environmental sustainability means that we are living within the means of our natural resources. That means our life is wholly and solely dependent upon natural resources for the sustenance of the life. We need different goods and different services from those natural resources and to live in the true environment. Sustainability we need to ensure that we are consuming our natural resources such as materials, energy, fuel, land, water, etc. at a sustainable rate. Some resources are more abundant than others, and therefore we need to consider material scarcity, the damage to the environment from the extraction of these materials, and if the resource can be kept within the circular economic principles. And this environmental sustainability suggests that we should be keeping in mind that if any resource, be it in the abundant quantity or be it in the less quantity, be it is a renewable or non-renewable, we must keep in our vision that there is a scarcity as well. The way if we are going to extract or harness our any kind of natural resource, we have to harness or we can use it as goods and services, while we have to maintain it or we have to endure it or we have to preserve it for the upcoming generations. We should not only utilize all kinds of resources, be it a resource for the fuel, land, water, material, energy. We should not meet only the needs of ours. We should be maintaining it so that our upcoming future generations may also meet their goals and needs from these very resources. Okay. Then the second pillar of sustainability is economic sustainability. Economic sustainability requires that a business or a country uses its resources efficiently and responsibly so that it can operate in a sustainable manner to consistently produce an operational profit. Economic sustainability suggests that when a nation or a country uses its resources efficiently or responsibly, or it can create in such a sustainable manner that it can produce an operational profit. Operational profit means that a business class or any country or any nation or any region which utilize natural resources for the various types of benefits, but before they operate their goals in the various industrial sectors or in different places while harnessing the natural resources, they produce an operational profit while they look into the matter how we harvest things from the natural resources for a longer time and how we maintain these resources for the upcoming years or upcoming generations and so on. Without an operational profit, a business can't be sustaining its activities. Without acting responsibly and using its resources efficiently, a company will not be able to sustain its activity in the long term. And another pillar that is known as social sustainability. Social sustainability is the ability of a society or any social system to persistently achieve a good social well-being. Achieving social sustainability ensures that the social well-being of a country or an organization or a community can be maintained in the longer term. Taking these pillars into the consideration, taking these pillars of the sustainability into consideration further, if we only achieve 2 out of 3 pillars, then we end up with, say for example, social plus economic, that is equal to equitable. Social plus environmental sustainability, that gives us bearable. Social plus environmental sustainability is equal to viable. And dear friends, it was about sustainability. It was a very brief concept about sustainability. Let us proceed ahead with another major part, that is sustainable development. The term sustainable was development and introduced by the World Council on Environment and Development in its seminal report of 1987. Our common future, the concept has terrifically worked out in creating public awareness for sustaining the planet with the better management. The sustainable development has been defined as meeting the present needs of the present generation without compromising the needs of the future generation. It is the practical definition of the sustainable development that when we are talking about the meeting the needs of the present generation without compromising the needs of the future generation. In the pillars of the sustainability, where we have discussed about the environmental sustainability that seeks us how we utilize judiciously the different resources or how we extract or harness the different ecosystem goods or services for our basic necessities, for our basic needs, and how we preserve it for the future generations. No doubt, every living organism needs different kinds of goods and services from different ecosystems. But as when we talk about the supreme biotic factor in every kind of ecosystem, that is the human societies, we have to take benefits from the various natural resources while we harvest any kind of material from the natural source. We have to regenerate it, replenish it, or we have to endure it or preserve it. That meets the goal of the sustainability, and here complete is the definition that meeting the needs of the present generation without compromising the needs of future generation. The concept precisely emphasizes upon the using the earth's resource judiciously and compensating for it in some sense. For example, if we cut few trees to support our lives, we should also implant some new ones at same site. This would result in maintaining the Earth's fine balance between resource consumption and resource generation. In understanding this concept, we often use the resources very judiciously, and we also warily encounter the two terms which are known as sustainable and development. The basic goal of the sustainable development is using the Earth's resources judiciously and compensating it for the same sense. I have already discussed this slide, and let us proceed towards the two different words which complete the. First one, when we talk about the sustainable, the literal meaning of the sustainability is that can be maintained or keep goal continuously. Here, maintained means that if we are harvesting or if we are utilizing any kind of resource, we have to maintain it by preserving, by enduring, by replenishment of it, the goods which we have already harvested or taken. Thereby, different living creatures which are associated with those goods which we have harvested, we have to maintain them, we have to keep the habitats alive rather than fragmentize it or rather than finish it. Hence, we can understand it as sometimes or something which has got to do with the longevity, or we can say long life of a resource, by using commodity, species, ecosystems, earth, etc. In ecological sense, it refers to the conservation of ecological balance by avoiding depletion of natural resources. Another term in the sustainable development is development, and the literal meaning of the development is the act or instance of growth or advancement. So the growth can be of many types, that is the growth of education, growth of industry, growth of population, growth of forests, and growth of many other things. This could be achieved only through the compromising with the sum of our comforts and luxuries. The insurance and comforts and luxuries to compromise with our luxuries and comforts which bring the environment under the great pressure. When we are only think about those comforts and luxuries, then the pressure on the environment or we can say the different resources has been increasing. The nation's economic growth should not stand upon the fragile foundation of earth resources, while the Mahatma Gandhi said, which is considered as a social scientist, and he said that if we take different kinds of resources, we have to harvest different kinds of resources from the different nature resources, while we have to satisfy everyone, but we should have keep aside our greed. He also said that the earth provides enough to satisfy everyone's need, but not everyone's greed. Dear friends, let's proceed towards the scope of sustainable development. Sustainable development had a wide scope in the planet Earth and wide scope for judicious use of different natural resources. Some of the highlights are here, which are sustainable development is observed as the mutually beneficial interaction between the legal interest of a business and economic, government and politics, and civil society and culture. However, these social interactions do not exist alone. On the physical and material side, the society is bound by the carrying capacity of several ecosystems, landscape ecology, and eventually the biosphere of the earth or nature. On the other hand, we have spiritual and psychological side. The threefold functional differentiation of the society is inspected by the carrying capacity of an individual. Therefore, we can say that sustainable development is a multidimensional concept involving not less than 4 dimensions. Okay, after the scope, we will talk about some basic characteristics of sustainable development. There should be an uninterrupted rise in the real per capita income and economic welfare on a long-term basis. Sustainable development simply means that resources should be naturally used in such a way that they are not overexploited. Sustainable development aims at making use of natural resources and environment for improving the standard of people in such a way that the ability of future generations to meet their own needs is not minimized. Sustainable development aims at promoting environmental friendly and biodegradable products while also making sustainable planning for replacement or replenishment of resource usage. Sustainable development emphasis on eco-friendly buildings and developmental practices like green architecture. Now, there are 3 core elements of sustainable development, which are environmental conservation. It means that the primary focus of sustainable development is to protect the environment so that the resources provided by it do not get destroyed. Number 2, social development. It aims to attain the well-being of an individual and society at large. It entails the availability of necessary resources, proper health care, and good quality of life for people. And third one is economic progress. It encourages people to invest in sustainable efforts by proceeding them through its long-term benefits and supporting both the environmental and social elements of causes. Then there are three primary goals of sustainable development. These are to minimize the expenditure of natural resources while creating new developments. Second one, to create an environment that can be maintained and sustained without destroying the environment. And number third, to provide a method for rebuilding existing developments to make them eco-friendly facilities and projects. Lastly, I have cited certain examples of the sustainable development, which are hydro energy as used in turbines. Wind energy is often employed in windmills. Solar energy is finding wide implementation with innovations in solar cells and allied technologies. Efficient and recycled use of water, green architecture and other sustainable constructions, crop rotation and similar agricultural methods, maintenance and growth of sustainable green spaces. Thank you very much.